This queen wasn't just a ruler, but a legendary commander. Why does her name still echo through history, inspiring awe and admiration? This is the story of a woman who led naval forces into battle, outshining her male counterparts and earning the respect of one of history's most powerful kings. This is the incredible story of the warrior queen who commanded Persia's navy. In the dusty corridors of time where the whispers of forgotten heroines are but faint echoes, emerges a name that thunders through the ages. Queen Artemisia I of Korea, a sovereign of Halicarnassus and a mistress of mythic might. Artemisia defied obscurity and etched her legacy into the very fabric of history. Born around 520 BCE in the beautiful city of Halicarnassus, near what is now Bodrum in Turkey, Artemisia grew up surrounded by the rich history of the Achaemenid Persian Empire. Halicarnassus was a shining capital during the reign of Darius I, who ruled from 522 to 486 BCE. Artemisia came from the Lygdamis dynasty, tracing her roots to Lygdamis, a notable Carian, and his mysterious wife from the Greek Isle of Crete. Details about Artemisia's early life are a bit hazy due to the gaps in historical records, but her father's Carian background and her mother's Cretan heritage gave her a unique and diverse cultural upbringing. This rich mix likely shaped her unconventional approach to leadership and warfare. Growing up in Halicarnassus, a bustling city known for its strategic location and busy maritime trade, young Artemisia was immersed in politics and commerce from an early age. When Artemisia's husband died, whose name we don't know, she stepped up to take the throne because their son, Pisandelus, was too young to rule. As a widowed queen in a world mostly run by men, Artemisia showed incredible political smarts and strategic skills that went far beyond what people expected from women at the time. During her rule over Halicarnassus and the nearby islands of Kos, Kalymnos, and Nizaros, she focused on keeping things stable and boosting the economy. She promoted trade and used Halicarnassus's prime spot as a key maritime hub to its full advantage. This helped the city's economy thrive and made it more important in the region. Artemisia also had a keen understanding of the political landscape, expertly managing power and alliances to maintain a delicate balance. Artemisia's connection with the Persian Empire, especially with King Xerxes I, was a key part of her reign. Although Caria didn't have to join the Greco-Persian Wars, Artemisia chose to fight. She wanted to show her loyalty to Xerxes and prove her bravery. Leading a fleet of 5 ships, she was the only woman among Xerxes' commanders, gaining a reputation for being fierce and courageous. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus praised Artemisia for her battle skills and the advice she gave Xerxes. Before the Battle of Salamis, she advised against a direct attack, suggesting a naval blockade to weaken the Greeks. Even though her advice was smart, Xerxes ignored it, leading to a terrible defeat at Salamis. Despite the Greeks placing a bounty on her head, Artemisia didn't hesitate to participate in the battle. She showed remarkable cunning by ramming a friendly Persian ship to escape an Athenian pursuer, tricking the Greeks into thinking she had defected. During the battle, Artemisia's tactical skill and daring were on full display. Pursued by an Athenian vessel with no chance of escape, she ordered her crew to ram a friendly Persian ship. This maneuver caused the Athenians to believe she was on their side, ceasing their pursuit. Xerxes, observing the battle from afar, remarked, "My men have become women, and my women, men." The Battle of Salamis was a huge loss for the Persians and changed the course of the Greco-Persian Wars. After this defeat, Artemisia advised Xerxes to retreat to Asia and leave some troops in Greece. This time, Xerxes listened to her. Following the loss at Salamis, Xerxes gave Artemisia a special task. He sent her to Ephesus to look after his illegitimate sons. She did this job with the same dedication and skill she showed in battle. This showed the respect and trust between Artemisia and Xerxes, showing her unique position in his court. Artemisia was more than just a subordinate to Xerxes. She was a trusted advisor. Her strategic insights and political skills made her very valuable to him. Even though he didn't always take her advice, her understanding of politics and warfare was clear and impressive. Besides her military and political achievements, Artemisia was also a supporter of the arts and culture. Under her rule, Halicarnassus became a thriving center for learning and culture. This not only boosted the city's status, but also added to the broader cultural and intellectual scene of the time. Despite her many accomplishments, much about Artemisia's life remains a mystery, including how she died. Historical records don't give a precise date or cause, but it's generally believed she died peacefully around or after 460 BCE. This stands in contrast to the events depicted in the 2014 film 300, Rise of an Empire, which inaccurately portrays her death at the hands of Themistocles of Athens during the Battle of Salamis. Her legacy continued through her son Pisandelus, who took over as the ruler of Halicarnassus. He kept up his mother's alliance with Persia and maintained the city's prosperity. Artemisia's influence extended beyond her own reign, impacting successive generations. Her grandson, Lygdamis II, continued the family's ruling lineage and oversaw the construction of the mausoleum at Halicarnassus, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. This magnificent structure was built to honor his father Mausolus, reflecting the lasting legacy of Artemisia's lineage. In 1857, British archaeologist Charles Thomas Newton found something amazing in the ruins of the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. He discovered an alabaster jar with the signature of Xerxes I in Old Persian, Egyptian, Babylonian, and Elamite. This jar likely was a gift from Xerxes to Artemisia, passed down through her family and eventually buried in the mausoleum. Artemisia's life and legacy still fascinate historians and fans today. Her story shows the incredible abilities of women in history, challenging the usual male-dominated stories of ancient times. She was a queen, a warrior, a strategist, and a trusted advisor to one of the most powerful kings of her era. In the history books, which are often filled with the achievements of powerful men, Artemisia I of Caria stands out as a symbol of courage and wisdom. Her rule and her role in the Battle of Salamis make her a remarkable exception. A woman who not only ruled, but also led troops into battle with great bravery and strategic skill. Artemisia's story, told by Herodotus and other ancient historians, shows us a world where a woman's strength and intelligence could earn respect and power. Her legacy in Halicarnassus and the Persian Empire still inspires us today, reminding us of true leadership and courage. While Herodotus gave Artemisia a mostly positive review, not everyone agreed. The 5th century Greek physician Thessalus called her a cowardly pirate, and the playwright Aristophanes used her as a symbol of a strong, bossy woman in his plays. But later writers like Polyaenus and Justin praised her for her strategic skills and leadership. One intriguing legend about Artemisia's death comes from Photius, the ecumenical patriarch of Constantinople. He recalls that after bringing Xerxes' sons to Ephesus, Artemisia fell hopelessly in love with a young man named Dardanus. When he rejected her, she threw herself into the sea in despair. Although this story adds a dramatic flair to her life, it lacks historical evidence and contradicts the strong, capable image of Artemisia depicted in ancient sources. Artemisia's life wasn't just about her military and political achievements. She was also a mother and a patron of the arts. Her son, Pisandelus, and her grandson, Lygdamis II, continued her legacy, making sure her influence shaped Halicarnassus's history long after she was gone. Even though the Greeks saw her as an enemy, modern places like the island of Crete celebrate Artemisia because of her Cretan heritage. A cultural association in Nea Halicarnassos, Crete, is named after her, honoring her legacy. Her strategic brilliance and leadership skills are recognized and celebrated by historians and enthusiasts alike. If you enjoyed learning about this warrior queen, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel, as it helps immensely. Click on the next video for more hidden stories from history. Uncover the past and be inspired by the extraordinary lives that shaped our world.